The question comes, should you really hate a rival? I mean, it's such a mean, nasty word. But in the case of clean, old-fashioned hate, there's really no other choice. And the Yellow Jackets will kick it off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Georgia's offense will take the field first. If you just can't get enough football, well, Georgia Tech was the one for you last year. Between the hedges, they went 8 overtimes before the Dogs finally prevailed. So are you guys ready to go another 8 extra rounds this time?
Absolutely not. I got a plane to catch. But I tell you what, it was one of the most exciting games in all of college football. And Tech with the huge lead early, all the momentum swings. And Palmer, obviously, in the booth was pretty solid, too.
It was one of those games, David, you just hated that somebody had to lose. And I think back to Haynes King at quarterback for Georgia Tech, throwing for over 300 yards, running for over 100 yards. He was incredible. There was one costly fumble. Was it targeting? Wasn't it targeting? The call went Georgia's way. And then we were running out of ways to describe.
Oh, he's got some space. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. They've got the screen set up. Turns it on in midfield. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Bulldogs look to keep this drive humming. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
On 4th down, going to the air. Converts on 4th down, still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The Dogs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Running back searching for a hole. Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Yellow Jackets offense will take the field for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll keep it himself. He breaks a tackle. He has the first and still on his feet. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. The Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Phillips. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking for room, it's Hill. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And he had plenty of leg and kept it just straight enough to use that right upright to get it through. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The coverage team maintained his discipline, not much doing on that return. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Time to take a shot. Makes the catch on the route. He's loose. The 10. Touchdown, Georgia. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the 1st down.
Number 14 in punt formation to kick it away.
Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Ramblin' Wreck and the Dogs have been fighting it out for a long time. You know, people forget Georgia Tech is a charter member of the SEC. That was a long time ago. First meeting back in 1893.
Yeah, and reportedly they wanted to join the SEC later, and Georgia said no. But how about this? Tech has a line devoted to Georgia in their fight song about how much they hate them. So that gives you an idea of how deep the hate is.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Georgia going up tempo. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
He'll get rid of it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Barker. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it on first and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Sanders. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Give to the back. This is a huge drive for this offense, down 21-3 and needing to get back in the game. And the Yellow Jackets can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to the ground. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under fire. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll run play action. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And the Dogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. They couldn't do it on that last play.
Pressure coming. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front. They won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Plucks it out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Georgia sends out the punt team, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. first one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. The ball pops out on the return. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking downfield on first down. Breaks into the open.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs!
What a day. His 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
Georgia Tech, 3.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Sanders. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. It'll be a draw. Spins away from the defense. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Winton. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the Yellow Jackets with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Yellow Jackets will hustle to the line. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Green. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Weeks. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on first down. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Wake Forest is going to enjoy the trip back to Winston-Salem after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road and you stack wins there at home, and suddenly it's quite the resume. One team will rise in the ACC standings while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Offense set on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Fires left. It's caught downfield. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback adapting. He'll pull it down. There he goes. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Fantastic job there buying time and then using his speed to go get a huge chunk play. And you saw on defense a lot of people in the back end with their heads turned around chasing receivers. It's dangerous. You want to play man coverage. You don't want to keep your eyes on the quarterback. You're going to pay for it. You saw it right there.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback making checks. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the rush will get to him at the 25. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. That earlier sack really set them back, but they'll still go for it here. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, the Governor's Cup is on the line, and already the Dogs and Ramblin' Wreck have given us some impressive moments. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half.
The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He'll do it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Lofts one high and deep. He's got it at the 20. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. And the Yellow Jackets are marching down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. Nice move to pick up yardage. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here's the handoff. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Absolutely perfect. That pulls them to within 15, 28-13 the score.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They put together a pretty good drive the last time they had it, but that fourth down stop kept them from getting anything on the board. First play of the drive wants to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Grabbed in the middle. It's Combs. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Wants to bring it back. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the tight end.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The give to the back. Spins away from the defender. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Yellow Jackets, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Handoff from the gun. Sweet cut there. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Lining up to add another. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. From the gun. Give on the inside. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Makes the grab, and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and it just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. On target to the left. Up to the races. Past the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. Snags it quickly on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. At the 40, there he goes. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. They're working that left side. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to.
Looking for more room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. From the gun, the running back has it. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go with a direct snap. Powers through the defender. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And talking to coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Trying to slam in. Touchdown, Dogs! And the stomping has commenced. Things getting tough for the Jackets as the hairy Dogs putting the bite into this one.
Georgia owning the Jackets, and they've owned this series, this rivalry, the hatred between the two. Right now, it's looking like that Governor's Cup going straight to the Dogs.
Georgia Tech, 27.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hill. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Pocket breaking down. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it.
Turning it on! Smashes ahead. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. To the air on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Weeks. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to keep it in the air. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. And the Yellow Jackets are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. They'll go to the air. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Fit it in the window for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays. And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Offenses nowadays know one speed. Be aggressive. Go after it. Even if you got a lead, you see a lot of offenses do this and take shots and keep making big plays down the field. I like it. Keep it up.
Touchdown, Georgia! And the route is on. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, it is now a final in Conference USA and a game I think a lot of folks will want to hear about. Louisiana Tech made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Bulldogs. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where CUSA is right now, and man, what a difference.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. The Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Under fire. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. And the Yellow Jackets racing to the line in a hurry-up. Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play.
One more play to pad the stats. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Unleashes one deep. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The clean, old-fashioned hate was evident, and now Georgia Tech has even more reason to hate the dog.